Hi, this is Carrie, Christ-centered counselor and life coach with Promise Coaching. Let's talk about some early warning signs of narcissistic abuse. We have not done this in a while, so let's go over some refreshers here on what these early warning signs are, what they look like when you first enter into a relationship with a narcissist. The first thing you're going to notice is they're going to want to move too fast, whether it be physically, emotionally. They want to move quickly into the relationship. And they start off with all the love bombing things, okay? So this is excessive flattery, excessive complimenting, gift buying, wanting to take you on trips, talking a lot about what your future is going to look like with them, talking about all the things they have to offer you. It seems like it's too good to be true. It's super enticing and exciting. And this is what narcissists do. They are master manipulators and deceivers, and they are excellent salesmen. That's just, they're selling themselves to you. And putting on a facade that isn't true to who they really are. So, and what their true motives are. And so that's the other thing. So the next thing that happens is they do one of two things. They either become avoidant and they start pushing you away once they feel like they've got you, once they feel like you've fallen for them, or you've engaged enough with them to get your full attention. And this is a classic trait of a narcissist, is avoidance. Because why? They want to avoid taking accountability and responsibility for anything that is dysfunctional with them. So they will either start avoiding you and start pulling away, or they become possessive, controlling. They become obsessed with you. They become obsessed with what you're doing all day long, every day. They want to get in touch with you several times a day. If you don't respond to a text message or a phone call within like an hour, they're texting and calling and thinking that you're up to something that you shouldn't be up to or whatever. So that's the next thing that's going to happen with a narcissist. There is no in between there. They always do one of those two things. They either avoid and they start pulling away, or they become super controlling and possessive. It is like there's no medium. There's no in between with a narcissist. It's one extreme or the other. The next thing that they do is they become super easily agitated with you. Just how you are in life, like the way that you could be, the way that you talk, it could be the way that you share something with them, it could be whatever, how you're doing things in life, they just somehow become agitated with. And you are constantly being criticized by them and told things about yourself that aren't true. And then you're having to question, okay, what's wrong with me? Like, what am I doing wrong? And so then you're constantly questioning yourself and questioning what you're doing, what you're thinking, how you're connecting with them, how you're communicating with them. And that's how your reality starts getting distorted, because that's what narcissists want to do. They want to cause confusion and chaos and distract you from reality, from the truth, because that's what they're doing all the time, is distracting themselves from the truth. They do not want to face the reality of who they are, how they are, or anything that is wrong with them. The next thing is they will start accusing you of things and making assumptions about your character that are not true, like I just stated. And they will accuse you of doing things that you're not doing. So a lot of times, the reason why they are in this constant making assumptions about you, making accusations about you, is because they are actually guilty themselves. They have shame and guilt that they aren't dealing with because they are doing things behind your back, being deceptive, not being completely honest or forthcoming about things that they're thinking, feeling, and doing. And so that places guilt within them, and they want to place that guilt on someone else. They don't want to experience the feelings of guilt or feeling bad about their behavior and what they're doing, the choices they're making. They want to place it onto someone else. So that's why they start accusing you of things and making assumptions about you that aren't true, because now they're sabotaging the relationship. And this is what narcissists do. They are saboteurs. They cannot sustain a stable, healthy relationship long term because of these issues, because they don't want to face the truth, the reality of their own dysfunctions and their own destructive behaviors and patterns. So they then begin to sabotage the relationship, which is the devaluation phase itself, is the sabotaging of the relationship. So those are some really early warning signs that you're going to notice right from the beginning. These things are going to happen pretty quickly, usually anywhere between the first few weeks to the first few months. Usually by 6 months, all of these things are going to happen. And then we all know what follows the devaluation phase. It's the discard. So they'll discard you. They'll either move on to someone else and then come back around because that person didn't work out for them, or they will discard you, move on, especially if they know that you're finding them out. So if you start calling them out on their behavior and trying to hold them accountable, they will usually discard. They will start devaluing and discarding quicker. So that's another thing to pay attention to. So I hope these things are helpful. If you think that you might be in a relationship with a narcissist or dating a narcissist, you want to pay attention to all of those things I just listed. I hope this was helpful, and if you like this video, please hit like, subscribe to this channel, and you'll see more videos like this. Take care.